And I'm saying this in the middle of what's happening in Europe right now, in the midst of what's happening in Russia, that in spite of the volatility, I have a firm conviction that I know it doesn't change the technology of Bitcoin. And that's what's nice about it. The price could go down. There could be a lot of volatility. There could be pumps and dumps. There could be people who may get out of it because they're scared. There may be people who may sell because they made a lot of money already. There may be a lot of rationales on why people will get out. But it doesn't change what Bitcoin is. Hey guys, so I'm here in Dubai for the Binance Blockchain Week. It's a 3-day conference where we have the brightest minds from the greatest projects in the crypto space sharing their knowledge and meeting up with a lot of people who are deeply into crypto. That's why I'm so excited about this. But over the past few days, I'm not sure if you've noticed it, especially if you guys have been following me in Twitter or TikTok or in Facebook, where I have been interviewing people randomly from different walks in life and asking them what actually Bitcoin is. Ano ang Bitcoin?
Huh?
Bitcoin.
I haven't tried.
Talaga? Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Bitcoin, I don't know.
First time ko pa lang po siya narinig.
Bitcoin.
Hindi ko alam.
Talaga?
Hindi ko alam yun eh, pero meron ako online sabong.
Ano yan?
There's a lot of people who know what Bitcoin actually is, that it's still a very, very small part of the population, that not everyone is into it yet. That being said, for this video, I want to share to you what Bitcoin means to me as an investor and what has actually changed also over the past few years, or at least few months also, on how I perceive Bitcoin. Ang init. It's not yet summer here, pero ang init. If you've been looking at my videos from 2018, you may have heard me talking about Bitcoin as what's gonna happen to this, how do we actually take profits from this, how do we sell this when it actually goes up. But the more time I've spent into it, the more I realize that, hey, this is something that is game-changing. This is something that can give people freedom. This is something that can give people the ability to self-custody their assets. And that is something we have never, ever seen before. The ability for people, for individuals to take control, to have ownership, full ownership of their entire assets. That's something that's amazing. If you put your money in a bank or something that's centralized, nothing wrong with putting your money there, but essentially you're putting full control and full trust of your assets to that centralized institution. So what that actually means is, if you've noticed what has happened in other countries when there are in Lebanon, in Ukraine, or in Russia, people have been limited that they can't actually access their funds. They can't withdraw, they can't take it out, or if they can withdraw, similar to Greece or similar to countries that had problems with their finances, the money that they could withdraw is very, very small. Bitcoin changes everything because no single person, no single institution owns Bitcoin, and it's so decentralized that it's a piece where everyone can actually own a fraction of it in a way that it's very decentralized. So what Bitcoin is, its ability to live life on my own terms. It's the ability for me that should something bad happen, I don't need to be scared because I have the ability to take control and store what I actually own. Imagine this as a long-time stock market investor also. If certain things would happen in the Philippine economy or in the Southeast Asian economy and the global macro as a whole, as a stock investor, I normally get not fearful, but it's something that catches my attention because I know it can influence the Philippine economy and in turn the Philippine stock market. And I'm saying this in the middle of what's happening in Europe right now, in the midst of what's happening in Russia, that in spite of the volatility, I have a firm conviction that I know it doesn't change the technology of Bitcoin. And that's what's nice about it. The price could go down. There could be a lot of volatility. There could be pumps and dumps. There could be people who may get out of it because they're scared. There may be people who may sell because they made a lot of money already. There may be a lot of rationales on why people will get out. But it doesn't change what Bitcoin is. That it's scarce, it's digital gold, it's decentralized, it's something that's off the blockchain that you can own, that you can control, that you can actually have, that's not connected to where an economy is, that's not centralized, that you have full access and you have full control to. And when you look at it from that perspective, then it suddenly changes things eh. That it's not anymore you trying to just buy something because you think that you want to sell it later on at a higher price. But when you believe that it's something that, hey, this is something that is part and parcel of the future. This is my chance to own a piece of the internet that stores value, that's scarce, that I can secure, that I can take along with me, that no single institution, no single person actually owns it. I think that's something that's truly good. So Bitcoin for me is part and parcel my chance to self-custody my own assets. It's my chance to have something that I own, that no one can take away from me, something that I can invest in that's detached from the Philippine economy, from the Southeast Asian economy, that its value is in its ability to be able to be stored, but not just stored, but because it's scarce, it appreciates in value, but not just that, it gives you the ability to send assets to different parts of the world. So that's why I like it, that's why I think it's amazing. So you don't have to buy it just because I talk about it, but I think there has to be a discussion. Since it's new, you take the time to study it, you take the time to learn it, you take the time to actually build a base and know what it actually is. You start to form your opinion based on that as well. Because at the end of the day, technology just moves forward eh. And it doesn't really care about what our opinions are. It will just move forward, it will just get better, people will just adopt it. Similar to what happened to the internet, similar to what happened to social media, similar to whatever form or piece of technology that we ever have. So that's Bitcoin. Over the next few weeks also, I'm gonna talk more and more deeper conversations about it, because I really believe that it's the gateway for people to get into the cryptocurrency space. That if you get Bitcoin, it will be easier to understand other items as well. I'm also gonna share my learnings here in Dubai, and I do hope that whatever I get here, you guys get as well. We're gonna cascade it in the channel. I'm gonna do as much as I can to give as much value to you as possible. And I know we're still early. There's still a very small part of the population that's invested in Bitcoin. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna do my part to be able to give as much value to you guys and play my role in terms of adoption. That my goal is those that really want to learn more about it, that they don't get left behind, that they get to be part of this wave, that this cycle of how things will actually be. If you guys have any questions about it, feel free to put it down below, and I'll try to make videos for you guys as well for that. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Guillermo from Dubai. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. God bless you all. Let's detach. Nagulat ako. Similar. Similar to whatever form. Lipat nga ako. Init. Whew.